I guess the charity game that we're about to do. It is Infinities on the Go. This is with Dungeon Scrawlers, as you probably know, because you're on that Twitch channel right now. And we are raising money for Extra Life. We're gonna have a fun little game of D&D to do that. I am your DM, Trevor Bettis. I am the writer of Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms. And before I pass it over to my lovely cast of players here, I'm gonna tell you about a few things you can do during this game to help out Extra Life. So we have a link that will probably be showing up in the chat here in a little bit. You can click on that, and I have an incentive page set up. For $5, I have a random table of weird effects supplied by Lauren Urban that I have changed a few things here and there of, but I absolutely love, and you can do that as many times as you want. Random things will happen. For $10, you can give a player inspiration. We actually have two people who've already given inspiration. Thank you, Bran, and thank you, Anonymous. I doubt that is your name, but you know what? We'll go with it. I also have an option there for $10 of just to donate. If you just want to give money to Extra Life and you don't really want to pick anything to do, just do that. And we thank you very much for everything that you've done. For $20, you can give one player a random magic item, and I mean big magic item. I'm going to go to the lower end of that random magic table and let them roll, and they will just get a magic item from it. So last time Lauren got the deck of many things, so
and everything was fine.
Everything was fine. Nothing was
totally
wrong.
Fine.
Our goal for this show is $300, and I actually have one that's just straight up $300. If someone donates $300, each of these players will get a one-use time of a wish spell. And
oh god.
And I want to make it clear, all of my games are canon in my world. So these four players, given the opportunity, can massively affect all future games of my whatever I play. You know, charity game, a home game, anything like that.
And if you've never seen Idovan in action, you should give Idovan a wish spell.
But now I'm going to pass it over to my players to introduce themselves. Let's start with Lauren.
Oh, hi, I'm Lauren Urban. Popcorn. Nom, nom, nom. I'm Lauren Urban. I'm the content manager over at Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms. Go find me on the socials at my website, lauren-urban.com, because the rest of the socials are up on fire. Tonight, I am playing Idovan, who is just so happy to be here. I'm popcorning it to Mars.
Oh, hi, I'm Mars. I basically live and breathe Idle Champions. I live on that Twitch channel. I also stream on my own sometimes. I love D&D, and I'm here. This is very exciting. Hello. And I am also on socials, which is a weird situation these days. Mm-hmm. I'm Ryan Blake Hall in some places, and Storyteller Mars in others.
Good luck.
Thanks.
Popcorn.
Oh, Allie!
Hi, it's me. It's been a while. Once upon a time, I was a co-host of Difficulty Class, a wonderful podcast that me and Trevor were a part of. I have not worked at Idle Champions, but you know what? I have been lovely to play it, and it's a fantastic game. I don't know if you've heard of it. You should try it and give it a shot. You can find me on Twitter and such, and pretty much anything else with that name of Allybug321. Just because the nice numbers go off really well. Other than that, I'm happy to be there. I'm very excited. My character is Artie Roberts. Pretty much imagine, if you will, Barbie if she was an elf. So I'm going to have fun with that tonight. Gar, you're up.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Idle Champions Presents. Takes over.
Official, absolutely official. Dylan, this is officially Idle Champions Presents.
I guess
Gar
Lauren
said
has
it,
that
so
authority.
it must be true.
Once upon a time, everyone here except for Lauren played D&D on the CD Games channel for Idle Champions Presents. And now Lauren's our guest. That's what's happening.
Well, here's the thing. We were playing for Storyteller Mars Presents. She was on the real Idle Champions Presents.
I'm sorry. This is the real Idle Champions Presents. Gar said so.
Literally.
But yes, hi everybody. My name is Garwar. I do the content creation things. I stream. I write guides. I occasionally put bad jokes on whatever they like to call that social media platform anymore. You can find me everywhere as pretty much as Garwar, spelled like it sounds. Yeah.
And if you thought I love that someone's out there now is just like, oh god, they're gonna get to the game now. We can stop talking about Isle Champions Presents. Little do they know the setting I made directly for that game. So we're gonna start things off fairly similarly to the last Extra Life game I ran, but we're gonna go a little bit different thereafter. We are going to start off in Waterdeep. It is nighttime. It's very clear out. Stars are twinkling above. Each of you, for one reason or another, have found yourself in this area for, just to kill some time. All of you have something very pressing to do the next day. And we might find out what those are. We might not, but it's important to know there's something there. And you have found your way one by one to a tavern on the corner of a little Y-shaped street that is called Fine Spirits. Seemed like an interesting name of a place. You went there. Opening the front door, you find this very confusing decored place. It's like kind of like a modern tavern if it were set up constantly for Halloween. There's like weird little gargoyles set up. There's a stuffed mind flayer with a top hat next to the door that has its hand out with a little platter that says hi. And there's like cobwebs in some areas that are 100% fake, though they've been there for quite a few years now, so they might actually have some real cobwebs on them. And this night, it is completely bumping. There are people at almost every table and every stool. And we're going to start things off with Lauren, your character. So you open the door. What does another guest see when they look towards the door as it opens up?
So as the door creaks open, they don't actually see anything at first because most people are looking at 5, 6, maybe even 7 feet. And the reddish brown 3-foot tall kobold that is walking in is only noticed because when he notices the stuffed mind flayer with the little tray, immediately it goes zip, and punches the tray. And I don't know if it's like attached to the mind flayer's hand or whatever, but it causes a bit of a ruckus. And then Idovan realizes, it's stuffed. Okay, that's very scary. You should not. That's okay. That's fine. And he comes walking on in.
You actually say that to a goblin that's popped up. That's like, oh hi, how's it going? My name's Garlock. Don't mind the mind flayer. It's fine. People do that all the time. We kind of just put that there as a little test to see, who's chill. It's fine though. I'm sure you're chill. It's fine.
I would suspect anybody who does not punch the mind flayer in the face immediately upon seeing it are the ones who are not chill. But I am glad that I
never thought about thinking about it like that.
You should always punch a mind flayer in the face.
Okay, let me write that down real quick. Always
Yeah,
punch a
the
mind flayer
advice
in
I
the
got
face.
from my mentor: punch in face.
Welcome to Fine Spirits. I am the manager. We're really busy tonight. I'm not really sure why. People just seem to like this place now, so that's good, I guess. That right? That's what a tavern wants. I don't really know what a tavern wants. I'm not a great manager. So all the tables are full. The hidden back room has been rented out for the night. So I actually only have like 4 stools over at the bar. Is it okay if you just take one of those?
I can do that. Sure. And
thank you.
Idovan immediately starts looking for the hidden room.
Give me a perception check.
Sure. Perception. It is a 15.
Yeah, it's not that well hidden. They like to think that it is, but it's kind of not. There's a wood paneling that goes along the bottom of the far wall of the tavern, and that there kind of blends in a bit. But above that is like a white wall that they have decorations on, and once you spend enough time looking at it, you do see this diagonal line going up one side. So it looks like it's kind of this trapezoid shaped thing that opens up. But yeah, you can definitely see that there is a hidden room over there.
Idovan is going to wave to Garlock. Thank you. Yeah, I'm going to go get something to drink, and then immediately makes his way for the door, the hidden door, and opens it because he has no chill.
Ooh. Okay, we're gonna get to that in a moment.
Sure thing.
I like that you're going there.
My chaos kobold has arrived. Thank you very much.
The door opens once again, and Gar, who does Garlock find as the door opens?
Once again, well, you're short, but most people would be looking up, and then there's me. Bandy, the dwarf known as Bandy. He's about 4 feet tall. And even though they're wearing what kind of look like spellcaster robes, they're still like thick, like muscled, like I mean they're a dwarf. They're a solid dwarf. There's no
They're gonna show
around.
you like a magic trick, and then if you mess it up, they'll see you in the streets.
Yeah. I mean, look, dwarf's gonna dwarf. But everything about him is like this charcoaly dark black, like, or charcoal gray. He's got a beanie pulled down on his head, again the black. Really what you see, what anybody sees when they turn, is a beard. It's just a beard. It's a beard on a black background, and the beard is longer than mine, which is saying
Oh wow!
right. So it's just beard.
Your
and everything else
real
is
life
black.
beard is half the height of a dwarf. I mean, like like a fantasy dwarf is that's about it.
Yeah. So yeah, it's just beard. That's the first thing you see is big gray beard. But everything else is dark. He's got a charred quarterstaff. He's got on his hip there's a charred burnt book, and then what looks like a blacksmith's hammer on his other hip, and he's just kind of cruising in and like eyeing this thing, like, huh, didn't realize Spirit Halloween did restaurants.
The best thing is I'm okay with anyone making fun of anything in here because my players made it and it's not against me. Garlock pops up from behind the door and goes, "Hello, welcome to Fighting Spirits. You look like you've brought a few things to be entered. Is that book still readable?"
I mean, on the inside.
1x random magic for everyone.
Garlock then tries to process a book being readable outside of the book, and that hurts him a little bit. He's like, it's fine. And he does give you that same kind of spiel, like it seems like he has kind of rehearsed this a few times. He's kind of worried about how busy it is, and he's not really sure what to do, and he's really worried about those last 4 seats getting filled up because he's not sure what's going to happen. He does.
Okay. He's like, oh, yeah, you're exactly what Garwar said you'd be. Mm-hmm.
Oh, you know Garwar!
Well,
oh, are you?
Can I sit over there?
Where do you point?
The darkest portion of the room.
Are we breaking the fourth wall already? I'm just breaking
There's a fourth
this wall over here.
Okay.
Wrong
we got some-
Garwar. Canonically, Garlock and Garwar,
Yep.
Grudge Keeper, traveled together. So,
Yep.
yeah.
It is true. More than once.
Surprisingly.
Garlock's like, oh well, you are even more welcome. I mean, yeah, if you want to take the dark area over there, that's fine. Yeah, it's up to you. There's
Sure.
also a stool. That's fine.
And I walk over and I grab the stool and I carry it to the dark area. And then I'm just watching.
Hang on.
like
I'm
the
gonna
entire room.
I'm gonna roll something real quick.
Just
Really good.
scanning
So-
constantly.
So that dark quarter is nearby where Idovon is like currently like looking for a way to open this hidden passage. So
Yep,
you just see
clocking
this
that, but-
kobold.
But I'm cool. I'm like, I ain't no snitch. So, whatever's going on.
The door opens again. Allie, who do they see walk through?
A tall, light-skinned elf with platinum blonde hair kind of hurriedly goes in the door, closes it behind her, and looks around like as if she's a little paranoid about something.
Is everything okay?
Whatever's in her hand, she quickly puts it in her pocket and goes, "Yeah, this place is real busy. This is great."
You seem like you're real cool. What can I? Would you like a drink?
Oh, I mean, yeah, is it on the house or do I have to pay for it?
I've never been asked that one before.
How about it's
Nope.
on the house? You asked. And I kind of pat him on the head and I go over to the stool that's open.
Okay, yeah, just tell Phil that it's fine.
Phil got it, and I give him a thumbs up.
You go over to the counter and sit down. There is a missing stool next to the one that you are in, and the ghost of a half elf man floats down the bar and goes, "Hi, what can I get you?"
Hi, are you Phil?
Yeah, that's me.
Well, you know,
I mean, that's not actually my name, but that's just what they keep calling me. And you know what? At this point, I just go with it.
You know, I've been there, so I get that. The little one at the door, Garlac, Garlac. I don't.
Yeah, Garlock.
He said
Yeah.
he'd pay for a drink for me.
That is fascinating because I know how much is in his bag of gold. But you know what? It's fine. What do you want?
Yeah, I mean, I'll just take an ale. I'm good for the low
right.
stuff. It doesn't bother me.
He takes a glass, pours you an ale, puts on the table. Is this anything else? And he taps the table and it makes no sound. And he says, "You let me know."
Cool, thanks. And I kind of just cheers up and go, interesting.
Last but not least, the door opens one more time. Mars, who walks through?
Oh boy. All right. The door opens, a silhouette, and as they step into the light, you see medium build, medium complexion, just a medium look in a lot of ways. A cream-colored, loose-fitting robe, jacket combo thing. Use your imagination. Mint green and lavender hair, feather earrings, markings around their eyes, and a smile that just won't quit. And Jacques Alltrades steps in to find spirits and says, "Oh, I've never been in this tavern before. Where's the quest?"
And Garlock is just like, well, I have the quest. Yeah.
Oh, hey there.
Hello. Oh wait, yeah, you're like this.
Are you the proprietor of this fine establishment?
I don't know what that means, so yes.
Okay.
Your quest, whether you choose to accept it, is to
I
go sit at
accept.
that stool and order a drink. And then
Great.
pay for
What's
it.
the weirdest thing you have?
Get the Uthal special.
The Uthal special. Thank you very much. All right, I'll go wait over there for any cloaked figures to approach me. Bye. And I go sit.
You go sit, you order the Uthal special. You've never seen a ghost roll their eyes before. But he does.
Surprisingly, it does go all the way back.
Yeah. And he vanishes down below the bar, and then a few moments later comes back up with this mug that is just, it's bubbling, it's steaming. The liquid inside, when you kind of like see through the smoke coming out of it, it doesn't look like the same. It looks a little viscousy. It's not like liquor. There's a little something extra there.
Oh, I'll try anything once. That's kind of my thing.
Roll me a con save.
Okay.
Why am I
Hey,
not surprised?
it's not going to be good.
The Uthal special would be like the thickness of molasses. That doesn't surprise me at all.
There's
Oh,
like
Trevor.
a whole carton of
I
eggs
got
in
a
there.
4.
That's incredible.
Great start.
You
Great start.
downed this whole thing, down the glass, and you expel this most loudest of belches. Just
no.
long, like it's a bell ringing, and everyone in the bar is just looking straight at you.
Jovan starts
Excuse
to
me.
clap.
Sorry.
Is he right
Didn't know
next
I
to me?
could do that.
Yes, he is right next to you.
I kind of
I'll
just
have to
look
write
at,
down a new talent in my book of many things.
I look at you and is that
Big
hamburger?
burp.
When did you last have hamburger?
Couple years ago, maybe.
And in this brief moment, though, after the belch has subsided, and everyone's still just kind of looking this way of wondering, like, how did that happen with that man? All of you notice something really strange. It is as if
More strange than that.
Oh yeah,
To be
it
clear.
says your vision.
That
for
was
a moment,
impressive, but not strange.
Your vision for a moment, like, just starts to garble, like just. The best way I can describe it for you players is as if the video feed in Zoom glitches out, or something goes wrong with a video game. There's some screen tearing going on.
Nice.
And
Nice.
the moment later, everything seems fine. You're looking at that person. There is this platinum blonde elf next to them that is saying something to them. Everyone else, though, in the tavern looks different.
I knew it. I knew it.
Have I managed to open the secret door so that I can see if this has happened to the whoever's inside the secret room?
So you have this moment where you see all these different people, and you shake it off. You're like, I've got something more interesting to do.
I got
And
the secret door.
you've pressed on it before, and it didn't open. This time, swings harmlessly open.
I immediately look at I almost said Garwar. I immediately look over at this dwarf that's sitting in the dark, and I'm like, I finally found it. And I go walking in.
There's no one in there. It's a small room. There's a
Oh.
long table in the center with chairs around. Some decorations are up that have the insignias of the factions of the Sword Coast around it. But there's no one in here.
This is a nice room. It's mine now.
Okay, so we had a couple of things happen here. So one, Anonymous purchased a big magic item for someone, so I am going to do a roll and see who gets this magic item, and I'm going to
Thank you
count
for
like
donating.
that. Thank you for donating.
Thank you for your
Yes.
donations.
For the children.
Mars.
Ooh.
I would
Mess
like
me up,
you-
fam.
I mean, it is
What
a
I'm here
magic
for.
item. This might be a good one.
I need you to roll me a D4.
All right.
Actually,
And
no,
I'm gonna
sorry,
switch to
D3.
physical dice.
Yeah, we're gonna do a D3. We're gonna-
D3?
We're
Okay.
gonna make it
All right.
a smaller one.
They rolled a 4, so I'm gonna roll it again. They rolled a 4, so I'm gonna roll it again. They rolled a 2.
Incredible. What is this thing doing? D&D Beyond. What is happening? Okay, here we go. I just didn't give enough time to load. What did you roll?
I rolled a 2.
You rolled a 2. Okay,
I rolled
now
a 4, then a 4, then a 2.
now roll a D100.
Okay.
Oh, it's gonna be one of those, and we're just gonna have to
One of
roll
those.
6 times. Yeah.
All right.
Mhm.
D100.
I like how he
That
does it
is
like
an 89.
like I wasn't gonna believe him.
I'm doing it like for the audience to see because like it's more fun for them that way. I hope. Anyway, 89.
Okay,
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna.
These aren't great sounds.
I love those laughs.
I don't know. They sound great to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the thing itself is hilarious for it to appear, but
Good.
the what it does, I don't feel like it's gonna be useful. It was a mirror of life trapping.
What?
It's a 4 foot tall mirror.
That's so dangerous, Trevor.
Yeah, you know what, go ahead and roll it again. I want to
That
get
could be like
something
a
that you're
party
gonna,
wipe item.
it's fine.
I could get trapped
Glad
in
I
a mirror
didn't sit by
forever.
the bar.
Tell you what.
I
roll
will
a-
abide by the roll, man.
No,
like
no, roll me a D6.
Okay.
Roll me a D6.
D6. All right.
Like a D6.
Haven't heard that reference in a long time. A 6.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ooh,
Better
so
sound.
you're at the bar. You haven't quite noticed anything is off just yet because you just let out this belch.
Just searching for mystery in every corner.
But you do suddenly notice something in your peripheral vision that then kind of floats in front of your vision and is gone. And
Oh.
you're like, what? And then it comes back. And do you have an Ion Stone of Strength that has appeared
Gotcha.
above your head?
I love
Uh,
gems and crystals, so that works great for me. Hey, little buddy, let's go on an adventure together. You're a weird little guy, huh?
Oh my god, you have a pet rock magic item.
I have a pet rock.
Yep.
Okay, and then
Give him a
Allie,
little time
Yeah.
to paint a face on it.
roll me a D100 for a random magic thing to
Ooh.
happen. Thanks to Cassius335. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you, Cassius.
Woohoo, thanks, Cassius.
Good to see you.
72.
72. Let's see. That is yeah, so once you you're kind of noticing that you don't remember the person that was next to you when you sat down. Not Jacques. The other guy. You don't remember him being made out of like blob. Like just a full on physical blob in humanoid shape. You're kind of wondering about that, but then you notice there's kind of light coming off of you. And a swirl of rainbows is going to accompany you for the next minute. You cannot hide during this time.
Oh no. Oh,
Yeah, you've
You
kind of got a spot.
colorful man. Get on the other side of me. Swap me spots.
Whoa! Oh, okay, sure. That's
As
fine.
I kind of like use your jacket, just kind of like put over me.
Okay,
Mhm.
you know, personal space, but you know, we'll become friends, I'm sure.
Sorry,
Um,
I'm yeah. You know, it's
And I'm
Hi, I'm Jacques.
Artie, and I kind of reach out to put my hand, and it's just bright prism light. I'm like, apologies.
Okay.
I mean,
I
I'm
like
a
the
clerical
way you
light, but this
glow.
is new to me.
I'm just sitting in the corner to myself going, these people are weird.
I poke my head out of the secret door, and I'm like, "Who turned on the disco ball?" Oh,
I
She did.
apologize. I actually messed up. So that still happens. Cassie's actually purchased a random magic roll for everyone.
Even
Uh,
better.
Lauren, roll me a D100.
D100 on the way.
Sorry about that, Cassius. Thank you and thank you, Yang Yang, for being the awesome producer and reminding me of that.
That is a
Thank you,
20.
Yang Yang.
That is a
20.
20. I'm sure that's fine. Man, your cobalt nose suddenly just fills with a stench, and you were like, "Oh, this back room is terrible," and you back out of it, and it's still there. You smell like fish until you take a shower. For the next minute, anything you try to do is fish flavored. Spells and weapons turn into fish. Things you
What?
touch grow scales.
Oh no.
Oh no.
I look over at Bandy, and I'm like, do you smell that?
Yeah, you do.
Right?
There's
I
just
can.
carp
I'm like-
everywhere.
Ah.
That's not great.
I mean,
That's not
it's
great. Maybe
love-
walk over there.
I
Maybe
love
walk
fish.
over there.
I like all the fish. It's just there's lots of fish. It's just
And,
so
and
much.
in that
fish.
moment, Gar, roll me a D100.
Feels like the cooks are busy back there.
I was holding on to like a slightly glowing green monk's staff, and now when you look over at it, it's just a big fish. It's just a carp. It's a swordfish. I'm sorry, it's a swordfish.
93.
93.
93.
That's one of the higher rolls we've had.
I love your reactions.
So you're on this stool and you're like, maybe go over there. And as you point, your arm suddenly extends twice the size it normally is. Your arms become twice as long for 10 minutes. You have a reach of 10 feet.
Suddenly, I'm like, what the
Stretch
hell?
arm dwarf.
Yeah, they are
Now, hold
longer
on.
than you are now.
question? Do my robe sleeves extend or just
Yes,
my
because that's
arms?
hilarious.
Okay.
I think that's also hilarious.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then it's just what you see is because Bandy's literally covered in these dark clothes, even gloves that are like
Yeah.
wrapped around his. So it's just like you just see like black arms
Yeah,
just
but
reaching out of
he
the
said-
darkness.
He's no longer pointing where he wants you to go. He is touching where he wants you to go.
Here, right here, everybody. Just
That's fantastic.
there.
Okay, are we going that way? All right.
Mars.
Hey, that
roll
seems
me-
pretty handy.
Oh.
Hi, I'm Jacques. You can call me whatever you want.
Roll me a D100, Mars.
you're very disarming.
I'm
I
just
got
going
a 12.
I'm just going to muscle up to the bar.
Oh, just as you say, hey, that seems pretty handy. Your arms turn into tentacles.
Ah.
Oh no! This is a new one.
I
Oh
let go
no,
of the
it's not
jacket.
so bad.
For 1 minute, your arms are tentacles. And it's
Ooh.
as this happens that an elf is shedding rainbows, a man's arms just turned into 2 tentacles, that a ghost comes over behind the bar. This doesn't look like the same ghost though. This ghost is actually it is still a half elf man, but it's not the same dude. And you didn't see any other ghosts here. And he goes, "Hey, when did you all get here?" And as he says this, you all hear this booming voice from everywhere that says, "Intruder alert! Intruder alert!" And all
There's
of
the
you,
intruder. I will punch them in the gills.
all, all of you suddenly feel a pull, and everything swirls around you, and you can see each other. That's the only kind of clear things you can see as you're tumbling through, and then you are stable again. You are not in a tavern. You are standing on what seems to be some really weird ground. It's this gray, cracked sort of stuff. And you look up and see that what this ground actually is this massive hand. And sitting in the center of what would be the palm is a tavern. And above it is a neon sign with a sideways 8 on it that's flashing in yellow, and there's an apostrophe S after the symbol. And you kind of look out behind you and you just see stars and galaxies and gas giants for infinity. And
Wow.
in the near ground to you though, there are all of these strange vessels that are what seems to be docked in nothing. They're just floating there. There's something that looks like a ship you might see off the coast of the Sword Coast. But there's also one that looks like it's like shaped like a squid. There's another one shaped like a spider. Another one that maybe is a scorpion. They're all different shapes and colors. And they're all just kind of parked in rows going out from where you are.
Well, now I know why I was smelling all that like fish smell. I mean, look at that big squid up there. Okay, that makes way more sense. All right, we just have to get back inside, and then the smell will go away.
What do you all do when taking in this sight?
I do that,
said
and
it
then
was-
I start to walk towards the door like
Okay.
nothing has happened.
Okay, what about
I would-
everybody else?
We're like, that's a better idea than I got. I gotta just start slowly following along.
You do see that this hand does have an arm that comes down, and floating in the distance is this gargantuan shape of what seems to be like a corpse with like no eyes in the sockets, mouth hung open in this size I can't even quite describe to you, of this head that is kind of tilted towards the hand you are in.
Yeah. Artie will just say he can always find help in a tavern or an inn, or where the heck this place is.
Is this not the same inn and tavern we were in a moment ago? Also, you were very bright.
I usually I'm bright, but this is like a little overkill. I'm sorry about that.
Oh, it's very pretty. I like all the colors and everything. You would be very good at a party.
Thank you. I appreciate hearing that.
Yeah, Idovan, nice to meet you.
Artie, and I shake your hand. You can
How
tell
tall-
like
how tall
with
are you
how
again?
I'm 5'9". You can tell with how she like kind of slightly bends down that she's used to working with people of short status. It's like, yeah.
And you can tell how when Idovan puts his hand up, he doesn't even think to put it out sideways. It's just like straight up. It's very nice to meet you.
Yeah. Let's it smells like Umberlee's temple.
Well, it's the big giant squid over there, but I'm glad that you're not being selfish and we should go inside.
Okay.
You mean shellfish?
That's what
yeah.
I said, isn't it?
Okay.
Listen, sometimes it is hard to do puns in this accent.
As the two of you are going over there, I don't know if the other two are following, but as you're making your way towards that door of that tavern, it actually flies open, and this bluish shape kind of presses out of it, and it almost looks like if any of you have seen a gelatinous cube, that sort of stuff coming out of it, and then it just kind of and there is the shape of a very large person made out of goo, but in this really fine clothing, like a vest situation with a tie, like a little chain coming down for a pocket watch, it doesn't have a face per se. It has the shape of a head, but it does have what seems to be like what a beard shape would be on its face.
Huh.
And it says, "Oh, there, howdy, folks. Sorry for the rude ejection we had to do there, but you all weren't making the tavern very happy. Do you happen to know how y'all got here?"
Well, apparently we were ejected for being intruders, but I do not understand because I came here and I found that secret entrance by myself. And so I should not have been ejected.
Oh, secret entrance. We got a lot of those, but I don't seem to know you or your name, and that needs to be on a list for one of those.
Sorry to interrupt, but where is here by any chance? Do you know?
Oh, well, I guess kind of assumed you'd know. This is Infinities. I am Bob Infinity. I'm the owner of this establishment, and you all just kind of seem to appear in one of the levels inside. I say level. There's a pocket dimension inside that's got infinite number of taverns in it, and you ended up in one of them somehow, and it didn't really like that, so it kind of threw you out.
Garlock did not say anything about how bad things would be if I found the secret entrance. He should have warned me.
That's a name I'm not familiar with either. Seems that y'all are.
How far are we from Waterdeep?
Oh, that's what's that? That's in Toril. I think that sounds about right. Well, if you can get one of those nice Spelljammer pilots out there to take you back there, I mean, you should be back there in about a month.
Why did you say Toril? Why did you say the planet name?
We were just there.
Whew. Well,
Now we're here.
Found a pretty quick way somewhere else. You're out in wild space, my friends.
Can Artie like make some kind of like intelligence check to figure out, put two and two together?
Go ahead and roll me an Arcana check. Okay. See if you have heard any.
I'm going to do the
tales.
same.
Yeah, anybody that wants to can make an Arcana check.
Sure.
Yvonne still thinks that we're
that's
in the same place that we were when he entered the tavern.
You got a nat 20?
I got a nat 20 plus 4, so 24.
Artie, I don't know what you have done in your past, but you are well familiar with what is beyond the blue sky of the Sword Coast and the wild space that stretches on beyond it. The Astral Sea is usually where Spelljammer ships fly through, landing on other planets or asteroids or other things that might be out there. And it seems to be that this here, Infinity's Tavern, is one of those such things. And you also know that Spelljammer travel is not fast. It takes quite a bit of time to go from one place to another out there.
So that month estimate was accurate.
Oh yeah.
Artie will just kind of be like, and you'll see all the expressions cross across her face of processing what she's putting together, and then she'll be like, okay, pardon me for a minute, Mr. Infinity. I don't want 1 minute. And she turns around. You'll hear a slew of cursing in Elven as she seems very upset about this notion.
She seems really excited about being here.
She's definitely excited about something.
Yeah, I rolled a 16 on my Arcana as well. Once we get there.
Yeah, you know what a Spelljammer ship is. You're not as familiar with distances and stuff like that, but you know that you're very, very far away from Waterdeep.
This is not good.
What is not good?
Turned around, she will then point at
First
Jacques and
off,
be like,
that smell. Second, his tentacles, and then my arms, and then we're here. There's a lot of things that are not good right now.
You seem to be like an adventurer type, sir. Do you out of the just, random question, do you happen to know like interplanar travel kind of situation? I look point at Jacques.
Oh,
yeah.
I'm pretty sure he just gives you the blank stare.
Yeah.
No, I mean, yeah,
No.
I kind of get everywhere. Doesn't really bother me. I'm happy to be here. Looks like a tavern. You got any quests?
There might be one. Oh, I mean,
Maybe our quest is to get back home. I wonder what the reward is.
that I will take that quest. I will give you
Continuing
like
your
100
life?
gold jocks if you get us home by tomorrow.
Okay, deal.
Oh, by
Let's go take one of those ships.
That won't work.
I mean, I'm not gonna encourage you to steal a Spelljammer, let alone one that is parked in my parking lot, because I feel like I may be liable in some way for that.
We can ask them politely.
But you
But
will
you're
not be
not gonna
getting back
not
home in a
encourage us
day
either, right?
if you take one of those.
Oh, okay.
Mr.
Yeah.
Infinity, is that right if we go
I got
use your
stuff to do.
establishment then? We might find some people in there that could possibly help us.
Well, I mean, I don't want to say nothing, but it doesn't seem like y'all kind of see it on yourselves. You have some kind of multiversal glitch going on you. Are you aware of that?
What are you talking about?
And my hands are just like
That
like
seems to be a
as
sort of a
tall as
side
you.
effect, but that's not quite what I'm talking about.
It's just a new perfume. It's called Eau de Carpe.
I'm sure these arms will calm down eventually.
Or maybe it's his arms. I don't know. Like, I'm just assuming a lot of things, but there's a lot of fish around here, so it could be anything that smells.
There actually, as you say that, there is like this school of space guppies that just kind of float down between you and Bob Infinity.
I rest my case.
No, we weren't aware. I mean, I guess we were aware of these side effects, but we weren't aware that that was specifically what was happening.
Well, you see, if I had to
If
venture a
possible,
guess,
please
and I'm
pick a
assuming y'all
random
want me
player to roll or DM's
Yeah,
choice.
please.
something is going on with you and the multiverse, and whatever that is could very well be inside of the tavern here. I think I've got. Hold on, and he's just kind of
Sounds like we should go check it out.
he's kind of just reaching around him. He's like, oh, there it is, and he just puts his whole hand into his chest. Oh, there we go. Oh, gets a little cramped in there. Here you go, and he hands it out to Artie. And it's not slimy or anything.
Convenient.
But what he gives you is this stone, this gem. It seems clear, but as you kind of move it around, there is kind of this iridescent quality to it, in different lights. And he says, "Okay, well, just put that on your head real quick.
Like, just
Yeah, just pop it on there. Yeah, just okay. Now hold it there a little bit.
okay.
You're just standing there with a gem on your head for a moment, and then you feel it like essentially like vibrate like a phone got a text message.
Ugh. What's it doing?
That there is just attuned to this whatever glitch you have going on. And my suspicion is whatever caused that, if it's still inside, that will let you know when you're nearby, whatever that is, or at least where it was. So yeah, I mean, if you want to go looking through there, you're more than welcome to. I've got a lot of things to do. Can't be helping you, but what tavern were you in? What, or at least you thought you were in?
Mind spirits.
Oh, is that what it was called? I was too busy punching a stuffed mind flayer.
Oh, Fine Spirits. I think that's level 3323. Just go inside, go to the back of the room. There's an elevator. Select that number. It'll take you right there.
It's an elevator.
I'm not really sure how to describe that. Metal doors will open, go into that small room, press the button that says 3323. Just wait.
Okay. Wonderful.
It's like a room that moves.
Yeah, I think that's probably the best way to describe that.
So, do I have to keep this on my head?
No, you can take that down. That's
Okay.
fine.
So this
It
will
looks good,
this-
Oh, my turn.
Yeah, sure. I'll hand it to you. Just no second thought. So
Irovan puts it on his head. No second thought.
Great hat.
will that lead us to what will kind of fix the situation? Is that what I'm hearing?
Well, that's the best chance you got for getting back there within a day. I'd say if your search goes longer than that, then well, you probably missed whatever you need to get back to, and well, Spelljammer's probably your best bet.
Okay.
That's
All right.
Good.
My 63 cousins are going to be very upset if I don't bring them the cheese.
Mm.
Mm.
So let's
well,
cheese.
go, team.
well, you all have a good time, and hope you enjoy staying Infinities. Gives
Oh,
you a little
thank you.
salute.
You too.
And he goes and opens the door, squeezes through, and the door shuts behind him. And if anyone opens that door immediately after him, he is not there. But you do see a tavern beyond.
Okay.
Wow.
So I guess let's go to the tavern, go to the elevator, and then it was 3-3-0.
I
That's
think
3,
it
2,
was
3.
8-7.
Definitely not.
Five.
I know it had a lot of 3s and a 2.
Q 3
Just get me there. I'll hit the right number.
11.
Thanks. I start
32.
just walking forward.
We can also
As you start
apparently-
walking forward, Allie, roll a D100.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Also-
We got another donation, and I'm getting that name from Laura Lindis. Thank you very much.
Hey.
Thank you,
Hey.
honey.
Thank you.
Remember,
Maybe
we
I got a
$300
96.
wish spell for everybody on there if anybody wants to do it. Just
It would be
saying.
my first ever wish.
They will
What'd you
get to
get, Allie?
effect.
A 96.
A 96.
Yeah.
Trevor, did you change what the number 100 is on that list?
No, I did not.
Okay, good to know. Since these numbers are getting higher and higher, I figured
yeah.
I just did double check. Anyway, 96.
Oh, hey. So remember how earlier I mentioned those space guppies?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Another one just seems to pop into existence next to you, but this one actually has a little person riding on top of it. They just their entire form is black, but they have this mask covering their face with this swirl pattern on it. They have a little fishing pole, and it just kind of looks at you, boop, and it boops you in the head. And let's see.
It's a good thing I have the stone on top of my head now because it would have taken your stone.
For whichever player
so
could
you
use
got
it.
the blessing
Smile.
of Charm of Instant Tools. I don't remember what this is.
Cool.
That's
so-
always fun.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. Let's find out what that is. Thanks, past Trevor, because I'm pretty sure that one was mine, but I'm not sure.
I mean, it
Inst-
might have been past Lauren too. Who knows?
yeah, could be. Who knows?
We're both culpable.
Well, I'm gonna keep going. If someone could see if they could find what that is and put it into the Zoom chat.
I think I know what it is, so I'll look it up.
Okay,
Appreciate
I
it.
appreciate you. So yeah, inside the tavern, because I'm assuming all of you are going on now.
Yes.
Okay.
absolutely.
Adventure awaits.
I've been told
I mean,
that I'm supposed to
I'm
follow
kinda in the back.
I will say at this point, the arms have returned to normal. The fish
Ugh.
smell is still there, but you no longer turn things into fish, and the rainbows have subsided.
Aw, the pretty rainbows.
Oh,
I can-
Mars, what does it say?
Got you.
Thank you. Allows you to conjure a set of artisan's tools, navigation tools, and thieves' tools. The conjure tools will appear either in your hands or elsewhere in a space. Once you've used it, the charm goes away.
Oh.
Navigator tools seem pretty handy right now.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I will conjure navigator's tools. I already have thieves tools, so I'm set there.
Yeah, this because of where you are, it's actually this astral navigation tool that kind of pops up.
Nice.
So inside this tavern, it's not nearly as packed or busy as the previous one. It does kind of have the feel of like a lobby, but because there's not really any there's not too many stools or chairs or anything set out. It's mainly kind of directing you towards the other side of this room. And oh, we got another $10 donation for inspiration from Anonymous. Thank you very much.
That's 3 in our pool
That's
right now.
three. That's three.
Nice.
Hey,
Um,
bank 'em.
Awesome. Thank you.
And this place here does seem to look kind of like a normal tavern. There are what I'm going to say for you all, but will be strange for your characters. There are a lot of neon signs around behind the bar. There is an Infinities neon sign as well that matches the one outside. There is a tiefling at the bar that's just kind of cleaning these weird mugs. They look to be made of metal, and parts of them are glowing. And it does
Cool.
have that Infinities logo on it.
Nice. We should get a
Uh,
souvenir mug when we get home.
and there's weird music playing.
Are there any setting around as we're walking through?
Yeah.
I'm gonna just try to slip one into
Steal
my
one.
robes.
Give me a sleight of hand check.
Nice.
I mean, he said,
Nice.
you know,
Nice.
he's like, "Oh, we should get a souvenir," and I'm like, "Yeah, we should." 13.
Yeah, no one in here is really paying too much attention. You're able to swipe one of those. If anyone would like to
Right
see what
into
that
a
looks
bag.
like, you can check out Vin Ursa's equipment.
Yeah, nice. There's the
Uh,
Idle Champions tie-in.
But yeah, there is these elevator doors on the other side with a screen above it that has like 3 little lines currently on it, and there's one button on the wall.
And as we
Alright.
get closer to that, does the stone on my head continue to vibrate?
No, so far it hasn't done anything.
Ah,
Seems
okay.
to it seems to attune to one of y'all's glitches, so it's just kind of it's got it.
Idovan is still balancing it on his head though for
I
fun.
love it.
All right. And I kind of like stop Jacques from like pushing anything, and I kind of gently put your hand down, and I say, before we do anything, just real
It's
quick.
a button. Adventure happens when you press them.
Yes, and I'm very happy with that. Just insight and instinct. It's
Okay.
good. We're gonna grab onto that, and we're gonna use that right
You're
after we
right.
do this first.
Patience. Okay.
Seeing as we're all in this together, I just kind of wanted to get proper introductions. Artie Roberts of Baldur's Gate. Nice to meet you all. I want to get back home tomorrow. I don't know about you all. I know Idovan, we met earlier. We shook hands. That was very nice. If you want a little bit of light show, I can still give it to you. I kind of cast light on your staff, and so it's like, yeah, it's still like lit up.
It's very
Uh,
pretty.
And I kind of like gesture towards Bandy. I'm like, and your name?
Bandy.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
a few words.
I'm lovely to meet
I mean,
you.
was there more? I mean, I need to get back. I gotta
Yeah.
I have a job tomorrow that
Yeah.
it's very important. I've been working for a long time. This would be not great.
Oh, you can't be late for a job. You'd get
Right.
fired.
Yeah.
That's one way to put it.
Mm. I'm in a similar situation. I have a meeting with people tomorrow, and I would also be very disrespectful if I missed
At
this
a
meeting.
fence, like
Yeah.
with people by a fence, that kind of meeting. Seems like that kind
Yes.
of meeting. Yeah, that's what I
Yeah.
thought. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
I get
we-
it.
Yeah. I'm glad we're on the same,
Yep.
wavelength here.
I
Yeah.
lean over to Jacques and I say, I whisper, but it fails completely to be stealthy at all. And I go, are they talking about doing undercover things?
I think they're becoming friends.
I mean, why not both?
It's a beautiful thing to see.
It depends.
Do you want to be friends?
I thought we already were.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's the spirit. I
think
agree.
once you travel through the multiverse into a whole other plane of existence, you kind of
Yeah.
have to become friends with the people you got around you, right?
I trust all of you completely with my life.
Oh, I don't
That's
trust
good to
that.
know.
I don't
can
know if I
definitely
trust
use
any
that.
of you. If any of you are bad people, I will punch you in the face.
Yeah.
I love that energy. All right.
I
Bandy,
do
you
gotta get
remember the
home
number?
quickly though.
Yeah, 3323.
Perfect. Let's punch that in.
Are you sure?
That was it, right? I
Yeah,
actually
that
had a
was it, that
decent
was
guess.
it.
That is it. Yeah.
In
Let's
real
try
life,
it,
we were
but-
all looking to Gar.
My smart boy.
I'm not a mean DM. I wouldn't have
Unlike
made you go to a wrong
Garwar,
level.
I think it
Bandy
was 1.
Actually, is kind of got some intelligence.
So okay, I assume Jacques gets to press the button. Is that right? Is
Now?
his name Jacques?
No. I
No.
press the button. I don't. He already
Right.
said we press
Oh,
the
no,
buttons and they do
So
things.
he gets the outside.
I'm
he
like,
gets the-
Jink.
Jock gets the outside button. You get the inside button because you got to get the
okay.
button with
I
all the
really
numbers
don't
on
want
it.
him touching buttons.
Okay, you know what? I cast my invisible mage hand that doesn't require components and press the button before anyone can do it.
I love it. You all get inside. There is the weird thing is that you you don't really see the number for that, but when your finger gets near this row of buttons, they kind of shift, and suddenly 3323 is there, and you
I
are able
push
to
it real
press
quick.
Yep.
I just don't want him touching anything else.
You all get that.
And then I'm standing in front of it like,
You all get that for you familiar feeling, for your characters probably concerning feeling of the elevator starting to move.
Oh,
It
fun.
is descending.
Oh, I feel heavy. Oh, I feel normal.
And there is this one moment of kind of disorientation as you do feel yourself start to move down, but for what you saw, down was into the hand of a gargantuan dead creature.
That is not concerning. What are you talking about?
All right, well, you know, you all live your lives.
Does
And
this elevator have windows?
no. But you finally the elevator stops.
is there elevator music?
Yes.
I can do that.
And I'm like trying to keep Jacques from, but then I'm just like, oh.
It is
Oh,
the
what is-
It's the elevator
the-
to Mundania song.
no. It is the lounge jazz version of Never Gonna Give You Up.
Oh, actually.
Playing on
I think I
loop
heard this.
forever. And the elevator stops, door dings, they open, and you're back in the strange Fine Spirits. Garlock is not there, but all of the people that you saw before were. As soon as you step out, Edavon, that gem on your head starts to softly vibrate.
Cool.
You got something?
Oh yes, the rock that I took from you is giving me a head massage.
Okay, so I think that means
that's
we're
pleasant.
going towards the right spot. I guess let's try to go forward and see if it gets more of a massage.
Okay.
I want to just case the place. Now, I mean, I know what I had seen in the actual version, and now I'm like, I need to know
You-
what this place looks like.
It does very much look like the place that you left. Probably the noticeable difference is one, the elevator doors where the door you came through originally was. The Mind Flayer seems to be a knockoff version of a Mind Flayer.
That's because I tried to knock them off.
Yep. From where you entered the tavern, off in the far right corner, there were stairs going up. There are still stairs, but they go to nowhere now. The decor in here isn't. It's similar. It's just off a little bit. The fake gargoyle is just like a little bit, 2 inches to the right. Stuff like that here and there. But also, the people that you see in here are not people you were used to seeing around the Sword Coast. There are all sorts of different types of people made out of oozes, bird people, devils themselves, creatures that you don't normally think would be in a tavern, but they're sitting there drinking a drink like anybody else. Edelvan, as you're kind of walking around with
I'm
this,
totally
with this
blood.
gem,
Yeah, I'm totally bloodhounding with this gem. Just like, oh, I'm getting hot, not cold. Cold, not hot.
You are walking around and you find that it is getting stronger as you turn towards where that hidden room was.
Ah, I knew it. I knew there was a reason that I wanted to go there. I don't remember what it was, but there was a reason. Come on. And I will confidently walk towards the hidden entrance. Is it still open?
No, it's closed.
I will walk up and do the correct combination of pushes that I did the last time in order to get the thing to open.
We have another inspiration from Bran, so we got 4 inspirations up for grabs.
You gotta find a place
One
to
for
use
each of
those
I
now.
cannot wait for it might be combat. Who knows?
Dice roll.
I have a question.
Thank you, chat.
Well, the little kobold, because I'm saying little because
Yeah.
it's actually somebody that I'm taller than for one.
Oh, yes, I'm very small.
It's a rare opportunity for you.
Little kobolds trying to do the door thing, and I had sat next to them when they did the door thing, so I'm kind of like, oh, they can do doors. And I'm casing what I'm trying to get a feel. I mean, I see all these people, but does this feel like a place that would get upset if I cast magic?
DM's
here?
choice for the inspiration.
No. People are swirling their drinks with a mage hand.
Right.
Yeah, there are people who've got dancing
Okay.
lights around them. Very magic
So-
chill.
I just turn real quick and I'm like, nobody freak out. And I reach into my robes and I pull out what looks like it's a bad little pouch. And it looks like it's had charcoal and ash smeared all over it. But there's
Okay.
still a tiny little glimpse of tan. And I reach in and I grab something fuzzy and I pull it out and I drop it next to me. And I use a tan bag of tricks.
Ooh.
Yes.
Or are
Get a
you
little
getting us
critter.
lunch?
To go with the fish, right?
No. Hold on.
I will say, if you
I'm checking
want,
the
you
thing.
can use the inspiration on this. I will allow that if you get something that you're like, that's not as exciting.
Interesting.
Well, no, this is fine.
Okay.
This is fine. And a jackal appears next to me.
Ah.
Wow,
I'm
look
like-
at that weird dog.
Chopper. Heel. And I'm like, all right, whatever.
But
And I'm just chilling.
why were you keeping your dog in your bag?
Where else would I keep it?
You've got a dog pocket. That's nice.
Maybe he likes it in there.
It's not always a dog,
Oh,
to be clear.
okay. I mean, that
And
sounds very
frankly,
handy.
dog is a little derogatory. It is actually
Oh.
a jackal. It is.
Oh, a jackal.
Apologies.
They don't like it when
My
you,
first time
Jackal.
when
seeing
you
one.
call them
That's
dogs.
pretty neat.
That's
Apologies.
rude.
Jackal.
What is he when he is not a jackal?
Other things.
I do want to break in here real quick to check in with the players. Players, do we want to take a break or do we want to keep going?
How,
We good?
All good.
Okay.
I'm good.
And I will remind chat while we got this little break here that we do have a link that occasionally shows up in chat. You can go there and do donations to affect the game. There is still one for $300 to give all 4 players a wish spell and probably screw up things for my future players for
Worst
the
thing you
rest
could
of
ever
ever.
give Bandy.
It would
you
be
know?
Best.
pretty amazing. I've
Um,
never had a wish spell before.
So that's there. Just saying.
For
sure.
not just us, but also the people at home who might be thinking about dropping $300, which is a lot of money, and take care of yourself before you take care of other people. But thank you. What kind of wish DM are you? Are you the monkey's paw? Are you?
Oh,
the
no.
Straight?
No,
Straight
I'm
across the plate.
legitimately expecting something from this happening to legitimately affect my games from now on. So
Right.
I'm down to see what happens.
Okay.
So that's there. You could see it happen. You could hear about it.
Okay.
But yeah, so Edavon, you get to that back room and you press it open. As soon as you do, lights just start shooting out of the crack of this door. And you open it, and this room does not look like what it was when you looked in it prior, before the voice said intruder alert. And the walls are black. The banners are now neon colors and kind of glowing in this weird purple light that's shining down from the top. And there are these machines in all 4 corners that are just shooting like lasers and lights in all places. And this somewhere in this room, something is making the noise. Boom, boom.
I'm gonna look over at Artie and say, this is where you got all those lights from.
Maybe.
They got a- is this
Trevor, I'd
a
like to bust out my
VIP
dulcimer
lounge?
and try to match the beat.
Oh yeah,
Like,
go for it.
I'm a bard, man. All
You're
right.
in everything.
I'm
I've
everything.
never been in a VIP room before.
This is an
Ah.
18 performance. to
Oh
join
yeah.
in.
Oh no, the music actually somehow kind of goes along with you, and now you've actually gotten the beat to
Cats, boots and cats and boots and cats, boots and cats, boots and cats, boots and cats.
Bandy, I am so honored to be here for your first VIP experience.
So
Not what I
the
expected, to be honest.
the gem is vibrating,
is.
but like not a lot. It's stronger than it was when you got to the elevator, but you don't think that this is the source.
I'll stick my head through the entranceway to see if it starts to vibrate more. Do we gotta go into the VIP room or do we gotta go somewhere else?
You poke your head in, everything's fine. Gets a little bit louder, gets a little bit quieter, gets a little bit louder, Gets a
But
little
does
bit
the vibrating? Do I
Oh, yeah,
bloodhound?
yeah. I will say that it is at its quote unquote strongest near a chair close to the door.
So you watch as Idovan, like he's perfectly balanced this little stone on his head this whole time. Moves his head in kind of like a snake and then back out and then in and then out and then looks at a chair and then looks at the door and then grabs the chair and sits down in it.
And when
I
you
have
do that,
found the center.
the half elf ghost, his head comes through the wall next to you and go, "Are you here to fix this? Are you gonna fix this? Is that what you're? Can you fix this?"
What's
Is that
Absolutely.
the
broken?
quest?
I mean, yeah, I guess.
Oh, you shouldn't have said that.
Okay.
Or are you friends with him? Do you know how to get this back to normal? I'm assuming he did it because it happened right after he left.
I mean,
Who?
you're going to have to be more specific about what you want fixed.
Him? Hold on. Him who?
Mordenkainen.
Hole?
Do I know that name?
Yeah, do we know that
Anybody
name?
can roll a history check to see if you
Alright.
know.
Okay. Yeah.
You know what?
5.
No idea.
7 plus 4. That's gonna be 11.
Modem. Michelin.
Artie, you think you've heard
tires.
something, that name dropped somewhere before?
You know
You know-
what? I'm gonna
Yes.
pull an inspiration.
Yeah, if you want to
Andy
use
actually
inspiration.
studied with a wizard.
Idovan rolled a 15.
Oh,
Hey.
Maybe the
19.
people he followed around for a while knew who this Mordenkainen was.
Bandy, yeah, you know who Mordenkainen is, this legendary wizard of absolute renown with spells named after him and everything.
Oh, I've never.
I'm like,
heard of
yeah,
him.
friend of his. Yeah, I'm not
Oh.
sure what he did here, but
Cool, so like
definitely.
fix
Sure, yeah.
this.
I mean, if we.
If
I didn't
anyone
make it.
wants to roll an Arcana check, you may do so
Yeah.
here.
Let's go for
I'm
it.
sitting in the chair. I'll roll it. 17.
Ooh, not bad, not bad.
23.
I'm sitting in the
It's
chair.
16.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, 16.
Wow. Yeah, all of you notice that there is this spark in the air that you didn't quite notice before, like literally visual to you. And occasionally these little wisps of sparking energy come off of you too,
Oh.
and kind of dance in the air with these other sparks. You feel that this is some sort of glitch as well. And it has a similar energy to what you all have going on. And what I will say here is that this kind of second nature comes to you, and you're like, well, wait a minute. If I want everyone to roll me a charisma check.
Ooh.
Okay.
A 19.
A 21.
Ooh.
Oh God, Lord, what did you-
18.
I rolled a natural 20 for a 19.
Perfect.
Yeah,
That's
just-
Idovan.
That's great.
and because wow, y'all did really well on this. Well done. In this strange unison, all of you reach out, and these sparks start to become more like more of them start to appear in your hands, and they almost form tethers out to air. And you grab hold of these, each of you, and pull. And as you do, there is that glitching vision again, and everything's back to normal.
Whoa.
Huh, that was
we
weird.
fix it?
Let's do it again.
The ghost is just like, yeah, that was great.
Told you. Good friends with Morden.
Yeah,
And we're
cool.
good friends with him.
I mean, that's
And I'm here too.
Lying.
Well,
Totally lying.
I mean,
Idovan's not.
if y'all want, I think his next stop was one of his other favorite bars, Bloodsuckers. So you might find him there.
Are we supposed to be looking for him? I thought we were just trying to get back to where we were from.
The
he might
stone has stopped vibrating.
he
Oh,
might
I
be
like
able to
that.
do that for us.
Okay.
Just saying.
wait, Bandy, does he know what is he like the Is he a wizard type? Does he know interplanar travel?
Oh, he's big time finger waggler. Yeah.
Then yeah, we should find him. He might be able
Yeah.
to help us get back home. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, we might, yeah. If anybody, I mean, I can't do that kind of finger waggling, but yeah, he's
Oh,
a
so,
big deal.
so this stone is like finding this Morty guy.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
this has
you
now
guys do
become
know him.
Finding
Call him
Morty.
Morty. That's what everybody around here calls him. All right.
All right.
The Morden Candy guy.
I wouldn't call him that.
What would you call him?
Sir. Sir.
Sir Morden Candy.
No, just sir.
Just-
What floor is that next bar on, sir?
What's the number there?
That is 1627.
All right.
Oh,
Cool,
see, Lauren
cool,
Smart
cool.
put in the
And I
Zoom
cruise
chat.
right
Lauren being
Ah.
smart and actually putting it in our chat.
I had written it down last time, but I realized maybe I should just write it there instead of somewhere else.
Yeah. I head right back to the elevator. I'm like, chopper.
That's not going to
heal.
stop me from misreading it.
I mean, what you do with it after I put it down there is totally up to you.
Okay, so you all file back into the elevator.
Yeah.
Andy, how big is Chopper?
I mean, he's small. I mean, he's a jackal. He's not like super. Well, dang
Is-
it.
Is he
Yeah,
considered a
You
small
could
or
probably ride on him.
is he a medium-sized
big.
creature? Yeah, that's what I'm
No,
asking.
he's small. He's a small
Oh,
beast, but,
then I
you're
can.
small too.
I am, but yeah.
You could probably throw it over, and he'd probably be like, but wouldn't go anywhere. It would look like you were riding him.
yeah,
Is he a good boy?
Idovan will consider it, but won't just
All right.
yet.
Does your jackal like being pet?
I don't know, like being bit.
Sometimes.
Good answer. Oh, that might be a private answer you don't want to say out loud.
As long as there is consent.
That is a great point.
I
Oh.
love sharing.
I
and
mean, look, I'm not
oversharing.
going to yuck your yum, man.
Fellow GMs, you ever just sit back and enjoy your players? Like,
Man, it's my
I've seen a
favorite
lot of-
thing in the world, dude.
I've seen a lot of
Yeah.
It's
things
the
in the
best.
streets of Waterdeep. I ain't judging, but
Can't.
consent is sexy. So
Yeah.
Exactly.
Everyone
true.
loves consent.
It's true. Okay, so y'all file in the elevator. Once again, the numbers seem to and
I hit the right one,
No.
You hit
and
the
I
right one.
lock it again from
Oh, come on.
I
Let me
like the
27,
idea-
and then
I like the idea that you're doing like these like blocking moves. Just-
They could go anywhere. We don't know. We gotta try them all.
that's the problem.
Jax, think about it this way.
Mm.
We want to try them all, but we are being
Yeah.
told what order to try them in.
That's fair.
Because
Okay.
that's
Your
they-
quest, should you choose to accept it, is to only hit
Chuck's very
the
serious.
correct button to the rooms that we're given.
Is the
and no
reward your
others.
friendship?
I just said this is your quest. I didn't say
Oh,
you
I'm
get a
accepting it.
reward. Okay, then we're good.
Great.
That conversation happened as the elevator was moving, and after a few moments, there is a ding, and the doors open, and you see the gothiest bar you've ever seen.
Yep, that's what I
Uh,
expected.
This is like if like the 80s goths found Barovia and made a tavern there. It is all black walls. Crown molding is also black. There is this low, just very emo is not the right one. It is gothy music that is playing in the background. And
I super fit in here. I get it.
yeah, absolutely.
What do
yeah,
I-
yeah.
It's the
What do I
soundtrack to the
roll?
Crow.
It's a
What
soundtrack
yes.
to the Crow. Yes.
What do I
oh,
roll?
so good.
a good
I've got
movie.
that ring on right now.
Cool.
What do I roll for a poser check?
I think that's deception.
No, no, I want to see if
don't know.
they're posers.
Oh no!
Is that
See,
insight?
that's an interesting. Actually, you know what? Go ahead and roll me an insight check.
Who
Insight?
doesn't actually belong here?
I mean, that's me. I do not belong here.
18.
Yeah, you single out one person. You're like, oh, this guy's just going over the top. Like this guy just like they heard like the stereotypical vampire lord,
Sure.
and they put on the cost.
But everybody else looks
well-
like they actually
Well,
need to be.
hang
here.
on though. But so does that person, and the next,
Oh.
and all of them in unison as the doors finish opening, turn and look at you.
Hi.
And
Oh.
I don't know if any of you have had a run-in with him, but you see 9 Strahd von Zaroviches, and they all reach out their hand and pull, and all of you are pulled out of the elevator, and the doors shut behind you. And I don't know, probably Depeche Mode starts playing. We're gonna roll initiative.
Oh, hell yeah.
Let's do this.
Hell yeah.
Frickin'
All right.
Why do I gotta
losers.
roll so bad
Vigilant
on my
blessing. I have an
initiative?
advantage on initiative.
Ooh,
I'm so upset.
so upset.
It's a good thing I did because I rolled a 1.
Out of curiosity, when Bandy does their vibe check, are these actually vampires or are they just like people?
Well, considering the supernatural pull you just felt on yourself, you think these might be the real deal.
Okay.
Oh man. Oh man.
So
Oh my god.
let's see what all the Strahds get for initiative. That's a pretty
A
big
room full of
initiative.
vampires. Yes.
Notice I didn't say a room full of vampires. So that is
Fair.
Well, but that's what I was asking about. Are these actually vampires? I don't care.
Well, there were only 9 versions of Strahd, and there's more people in here, so I don't know.
Okay.
Are any of them
Oh
actually?
no,
Mirage?
there's only 9 people in here. All of
Okay,
them.
They're all Strahd.
All of
They're
them
all
are
Strahd.
Strahd. Okay.
All right.
But are they actually vampires?
I mean, we'll find out.
Okay.
Call a
Idavon.
group of Strahds.
Hi. The
What'd you
12.
get for initiative? There we go. Artie.
19.
Yeah, Bandy.
Oh, 16.
Good initiatives. And Jacques.
Is it a stake of Strahds? The group name? I got a 12.
Damn it.
What do you call a
A
group of
coffin of
bats?
Strahds.
A coffin of Strahds.
Coffin of
There we go.
Strahds.
Coffin
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
Strahds. There we
A
go.
castle of Strahds.
Ooh,
Oh, I
Yeah.
really do like.
That actually sounds pretty good.
yeah.
I like it.
That's
An
really
emo
good.
of Strahd.
An emo of Strahds.
That's just
A
single
melodrama
Strahd.
of Strahds.
That's just a single Strahd, an emo of Strahds.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Artie, you get to go first. All of these Strahds have bared their fangs, and they are showing that they are ready to fight. The nearest one to you is about 20 feet. And they are kind of spread out from there up to about we'll say a max of 45 feet away.
Okay. Artie will. How big is the tap room here?
The room itself, we'll say that it's about we'll just make it easy, 80 by 80.
Okay, that's important to know for a cleric of light, as she is going to pretty much pull a mummy back and just go scream back at him. Just she will cast daylight down.
Yeah!
Oh, sick.
Yeah!
That's a
much
pretty
like-
great first turn.
Right in between, just in the center of the room, where it hits all of them and covers us as well.
Oh man, I
We need to
love
get
it.
to at least one
You are
other
uniquely
round
prepared
so
for
that
this.
you can be concentrating on daylight and then drop a fireball on these 9 and
That
just,
is my plan.
Yeah.
Yes,
all-
I love you so much.
As daylight fills this room, all of them hiss at this cursed fake day star that appears in the middle. Dang, that is going to be pretty good. All right, so anything else for your turn?
That's that's my action. Let's see if I got anything fun for a bonus. I will. I mean, vampires seem like a tough threat. I'm going to cast spiritual weapon as well.
Near the
Um,
closest one.
Yeah, near the closest one. Suddenly you see what looks to be at first glance like a shuriken, but as it stops spinning briefly, it looks just like a large coin, and it starts spinning up again very rapidly. Cleric of Timora, what are you going to say?
Okay. Does it get to
Wild
make an
magic
attack? I
from
think it
us
gets to make an
during
attack.
battle.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's give it a shot. It's
I
gonna be
mean,
15 to hit.
Gate 3, and that's canon D&D, right?
Mhm.
What was the attack?
15.
15. That is unfortunately not going to hit that Strahd
Valid.
von Zarovich.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else?
I
Like to move
will
up at all?
just get my shield out and just like hang out. Well, I mean, it was already on my arm because
Yeah.
good lord, you don't know what's going on. But you know, I'm just there bracing,
All
not moving
right.
forward.
It's the Strahd's turns.
Oh boy.
So first
Level
off,
5. 9 of them. 1 is overkill.
let's see. The first one, I think. What do I want to do? The first one is that is 20 feet away from you that you've put that spiritual weapon next to, is kind of like trying to block itself from the sun. Actually, I just remembered he is about to take 20 points of damage.
Mm.
And he just extends a finger and a ray of cold energy shoots out at you. I think this is just a spell attack, isn't it? Yeah, I make a ranged spell attack. What is your spell modifier, Strahd? Of course it is. Does
I
a
imagine it's
19
high.
hit you?
Who?
Which who?
Sorry,
You,
Allie.
Artie.
Me? Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. You're gonna
You're
take
the one that hurt him.
Yeah, I mean that's valid.
Yes, it's you.
you
Fair.
take 9 points of cold damage and your speed is reduced by 10 feet.
Ooh.
And then, as that happens, something else does to the Strahd.
Ooh.
And it, you see it like blocking out the sun, and then it like holds its stomach for a moment. Is like, what? And then it is a young white dragon now.
Oh no.
Oh.
A large young white
Oh.
dragon is standing
Okay.
in the room.
Idovan was looking kind of excited to
Alright.
fight these 9 strangers, Stradies, and then one of them turns
Strangers?
into a dragon, and his grin turns feral. Oh,
The young white dragon looks at itself, and then it like looks at you and somehow smiles and is just like, "Let's go." It says "Let's go" in Draconic.
That didn't make it better. That didn't make it better.
Kind of a lateral move.
The other Strahd, you can see a lot of the other Strahds are confused, but one of them is just like, "Oh, well, screw it," and it runs up with this supernatural speed to Artie, and it gets next to you, and it bares its fangs, and it, and suddenly it's looking up at you and is now a goblin,
oh,
and it looks at
That's
it.
better.
It looks at
That's
this
better.
very crappy sword in its hand and goes, "Oh, that sucks." But it will try to attack you with said weapon. As soon as I click that link that I supplied for myself and then immediately went away from. There we go. Does a 10 hit you?
It does not.
It just whiffs it, and it's just, and then looks up at the young white dragon, like, "Oh, come on!"
You know, you win some, you lose some, I guess.
The other Strahds are very perplexed. They're all looking at each other now, and one of them is like, well, and it's gonna use, no, that one's not gonna. Okay, one of them is just, it seems to be like, oh, I'm gonna protect myself, and it casts mirror image on itself.
Oh,
And so all of a sudden there are 3 other Strahd standing next to it, and then all of them and there are now 4 Zorns standing there.
Zorns.
Ah.
Okay.
If you're not familiar with what a Zorn is this giant rocky rotund creature that has this giant maw at the top of its head. It really likes eating gold.
I don't think
gems?
that's better.
No, that's a friendly creature, at least. We can talk to it.
The others are too confused to do anything else.
Cool.
Excellent.
But-
Fair.
What I'm gonna say is, Artie, give me a perception check.
I like those. As I got a 19 plus 7. I'm just now processing the numbers my character has. It says 26.
Wow.
Clerics and their wisdom.
I love clerics.
Now that this goblin is up next to you, you notice some of those weird wispy sparks again, kind of occasionally bouncing between you and the goblin.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. The glitchy sparky things are happening with these people. Things, people, Strahds, vampires.
Oh, so they're changing like we did.
Yes. So I'm just kind of like blocking with my shield from this little goblin just whapping at me.
Okay, and with that notice, Bandy, it is your turn. I will say for the person out there that's done the donation, I am aware of it is going to happen on their turn.
Okay.
So, can I reasonably assume I know who Strahd von Zarovich is?
Sure.
So I look at the one that's closest to me, and I'm like, screw you, fraud von Zarovich. Chopper, sick balls. And I send the jackal off.
You know,
Thank you to chat.
I
for that,
swear,
by the way.
anytime
It's
I
the
use
greatest
Strahd,
thing.
he can get 0 respect. I've had a
Uh,
mammoth
which is
dropped
very
on him. I had someone pick up a folding chair and smack him in the face. I've
Look,
never had Strahd be respected.
There were a bunch of them. I assume this is a con. This is Strahd con, and I'm just like,
All right,
So
go ahead, make the
Chopper's-
attack.
Chopper's just gonna go and try to bite one right in the gems. Hold on, I gotta see what is it. What do I roll? Okay. It doesn't hit. There we go. 19.
Oh yeah, that'll hit.
And then that's gonna do, or it was dirty 20. Appropriate. It's not a lot of damage, but it smarts,
Okay.
right? It
Yeah.
smarts. It's
mean, it's gotta.
1. It's 1 point of damage.
All right.
But it's
It's
right
the
in the
mental-
worst spot.
Yeah, it's the mental
right in the
damage more
worst
than the
spot. Yeah.
physical. Yeah.
And then I'm like, I see that Chopper maybe isn't gonna have this fight. And I realize, and I'm like, the cleric undead, this is good. And I'm like, this will be good for you. Consent.
Consent.
And I tap her and I cast protection from evil and good.
Ooh,
Nice.
All right.
'Cause I don't know. I'm just like, light to cleric. Looks like cleric. And just want to keep the cleric up against all the undead things. And I'm good. And that's me.
Jacques.
And I move a little, I shimmy a little behind, but just so I'm peeking out.
No,
Wait, Jacques, I need to know
Yeah.
because I think we both got a 12.
We did.
I
Yeah.
was having him go first just so we could get to the donation that came
that's fine.
in.
That's fine.
Jacques, roll me a D100. This is from Seeker 30K. Thank you so much for your donation.
Okay. Thank you, Seeker. All right, D100. That was a 49.
49. Nope.
Mhm.
I don't need audition open, but thank you for that, computer.
You never know.
You know.
You never know when you got to edit a podcast, especially
Yeah.
for Trevor.
It can happen at any moment.
Are we
love that-
podcasting right now? Wow.
Well, speaking of sudden realizations from Mars, you're currently standing where Jacques was.
Uh-oh.
What?
For the next minute, you become your player. You maintain all your abilities. Mars, you're standing in a tavern with a bunch of Strahds, a young white dragon, and a goblin, 3 adventurers, and a jackal, and you suddenly feel like you've got a little bit of everything going on with you right now.
Wow,
What'd you like
I
to
feel
do?
so multi-capable. Ha! Incredible. Okay. Wow, it's everything I ever wanted.
I love how nothing has changed.
Yeah. Jacques is probably my most self-insert character if I had to pick one. All right. Oh man, am I the wielder of the crystal blade? Yes, finally. Okay. Now, Trevor, are any of these foes of ours near a window or some other, let's say, precarious position?
Sure, you know what? It's a charity game. Yes, and you can
Awesome.
get to them.
Cool. Yeah. You use your imagination, because the first thing that's going to happen is telekinetic shove. An invisible force as a bonus action makes a shove against one of these foes.
All right, they got to make a roll for something?
It's a strength save, DC 12, very low.
Are you doing it against
it's-
one of the Strahds?
Sure.
All right.
That
They
would
roll
be the
a
funniest, I
natural
think.
1.
Hell yes.
Not even close
Let's
to
go.
joking. Strahd von Zarovich rolled a
Did I just
natural 1.
penetrate a Strahd? You
So-
out of here.
So, the first thing Mars does in the world of Dungeons and Dragons is cast this telekinetic blast, and this Strahd is like, "Oh, I've got this." Gets hit, "I don't got this," and just goes flying back through a black painted window, just shatters it out into this void.
Did you see when Mars yeeted that Strahd? Don't you mean what
Oh,
character
man.
Mars is playing? No, I mean Mars.
No, this honestly still got nothing on Dylan wrestling the Tarrasque into submission.
That was so cool. That was so
But it's
cool.
nice
just
to have
watching
my
him.
moment too.
I feel like this is
I'm
pretty
peeking
cool.
around the corner. I'm like, oh, dang it, we could have looted him.
Well, so here's the thing: is I rolled to see if something would happen, as I like to do in this game when I don't want
yeah.
to just make things a little too easy. But
Right.
I rolled really low on it. So here's what happens: so this Strahd is yeeted out this window into
Ha!
this dark void beyond. And after a moment, there's a burp that may be similar to the one that Jacques let out earlier. That Mars, you seem to have this strange memory of. And
what?
Strahd is yeeted back into
No.
the tavern, but
Really?
just crumples, ragdolls on the floor.
Oh, nice. We can still loot him.
And all of a sudden, there is a zzz, and it's not Strahd anymore. It seems to still be like, a pale creature with long black hair that's dressed kind of in a goth motif, but they're just unconscious on the ground.
Okay.
But they did have a very familiar glitchy thing happen to them.
Okay. Is this some kind of creature I could identify?
Yes, I want Mars to roll a Arcana check. to
You
see
know I
what's
read the
going on.
monster manuals.
I know you do.
I'm
You're
a
just
DM
like,
too, dude.
Oh, that's got a 14 AC.
I mean, look.
The
with all
one-time
ones he's
metagaming
read,
might
that's
be
gotta
allowed.
advantage, right?
Yeah.
Arcana, you said?
yeah,
Okay. That is a 19.
I want you all to know that Mars in game pulled a D20 out of his pocket and rolled it on the floor.
Yeah, he would.
That is a
Totally.
vampire.
What is that?
It
That's a
is
vampire.
it is a vampire. But it doesn't really have the look of like one that you'd find threatening or anything like that. Seems to just kind of be like a normal vampire that just came down to a tavern to have a nice time. But they are currently unconscious. You can see that they aren't breathing, but you know that they're not like they haven't expired.
Okay.
Yeah.
But they're currently not a threat.
They're currently not a threat.
Are there
Got
any
the
other
stars above 'em.
Strahds?
Yeah, there's still a few Strahds.
So a couple Strahds? Okay.
Yep.
I'd like to charge one of the Strahds
Okay.
with my crystal blade.
Do it.
Yeah. All right. Now, hopefully one of the confused Strahds that hasn't actually acted
Oh
yet.
yeah. That's fine.
Great.
Yeah,
Because I would love to get my sneak attack on them.
we got you.
Cool. All right, here we go. All right, that was a 7. I'd like to use an inspiration.
All right, we got one down.
Okay, that was an 18 for a total of 23.
You got it.
Yeah.
Sweet. Okay, here we go. So, the Crystal Blade is a d6 plus 2 of sword. All right, so 7 sword.
7 sword.
7
That's some
sword.
radiant damage.
Now then, sneak attack. 2. Now then, I'd like to declare this as my favored foe.
Okay.
Here's an additional 4. And it's the Crystal Blade. It
Yeah.
gets 1d8 radiant damage on every hit.
It does.
Take another 3 radiant damage.
All right. What was all that? Because I didn't follow all that. I just remember.
Oh, I have no idea.
Chat. Chat, help.
That was 7, and then there
I'm
was...
gonna say you did 16 damage.
That sounds great.
Cool.
I love that number.
It's around
Yep.
there.
All right. Mars, anything else on your turn?
Let's see. That was my movement action and my bonus action, and I think I'm good.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right.
In turn.
Idavon, it is your turn at last.
Idovan, the feral grin gets even wider, and he goes, things to punch in the face. What do I do first? And he's
Wow.
going to run forward. He's got 40 feet of movement. And I'll leave this up to you, Trevor. I need to position myself so that I'm within as many of these bad creatures as possible within 10 feet of me. Because what's going to happen is, as a bonus action, he's going to, as he's yelling out, punch in face, his arms seem to grow, and they grow. The arms themselves don't actually grow. It's like these spectral versions come off of them and grow and are now like hovering over him, because he is going to use a bonus action to summon the arms of his astral self,
Oh,
has a reach of-
yes.
which has a
Hell
reach
yeah.
of 10 feet, but also any creature within 10 feet of me of my choosing. So only the bad guys. I need them to make a dexterity saving throw.
I
14.
I love Way of Astral Self Monk so much that it is
It's really
like
cool.
it's and that is one of my biggest sads that is not in Baldur's Gate 3. I'm like, they're just
Best
so
monk.
cool.
Yeah.
Uh,
And I
Someone's
would
gonna
like
put
to
it
remind I would like to remind everybody this is a 3-foot tall kobold with a 10-foot reach.
I love it.
Yeah. And
what
I'm just
do they-
looking at it going, yeah, no, I get you. Same
Yeah.
thing happened to me. Just it's weird,
What?
right?
What do they need to roll again?
It's a dexterity saving throw, DC 14, and
Okay.
however many I can get within 10 feet
So
of me.
you are gonna land in between 4 of them.
Awesome.
2 made it, 2 failed.
Alright.
You can kind of do this run up one of the black walls, flip off of it, and land in the middle, strike a pose, and your arms burst out from you.
The 2 that failed are going to take 7 force damage.
Okay.
And that was my bonus action. And then Idovan looks to the Strahds that are left, and then looks to the dragon, and then looks to the Strahds, and then looks to the dragon, and looks kind of upset for a moment, and points at the dragon and says, "Stay there, I will get to you in a moment." And then one of his astral arms reaches into a pocket, and Idovan is going to pull out a blue jug, and he's going to the cork off of the top of the jug, and he's going to say, "Salt water, please," as he's going to summon 12 gallons of salt water from his alchemy jug.
Yes.
And he is either going to yeet it, or what I imagine he does is he like jumps up and does an acrobatic spin so that he just sprays all these vampires with 12 gallons of salt water. Moving water.
Moving water.
Moving water.
love it. I love it. Okay. So Yang Yang just put something in the chat that I do really enjoy, and I'm gonna say this. So we are at $90 right now for this game. If collectively all of you out there are able to hit the goal of 300 for this game, I will give all of them a wish spell at the end of this game. So
No
Yeah.
it
lie.
doesn't have to be one person for 300. It can be everyone contributing in
Teamwork.
different ways, shapes, and forms
my
to
God.
try and do that. And we can have an even more
Be amazing.
chaotic encounter than we're having right now.
Teamwork.
Mars is in the dang game right now.
Don't you want to give
know
Mars
what to
a
do.
wish?
Like
myself.
Mars getting a wish spell.
Yeah,
How could that
Can
go wrong?
Can I stay here? This is great.
that's your wish.
Yeah, I had a wish prepared for Jacques. I don't know about myself. I'm gonna have to come up with one.
Is Mars going to become a permanent character in my universe now? We'll find out. Edavon, so you did that. Anything else for your turn?
It depends on what's going on with these vampires who are now sprayed with 12 gallons of moving water.
my
Let's see. They seem to not like it. Nothing's happening to them right now. It will happen on their turn.
I love it. And so yeah, that's it. He will spray out the water, cork the jug again, put it away, turn to the dragon and go, all right, you are next. I will punch you in the snout. And that is the end of his turn.
All right, we're gonna go back up to the top with Artie.
With this goblin in front of my face, is there something I can do about, fixing that situation?
You have this intuition again, the second nature, and you think that as a bonus action, you could make another charisma check and maybe have something happen.
I'll spend that bonus action. My spiritual weapon will just kind of hang out in the air for a moment.
All right.
Suddenly we know what the warlock needs to do.
You say charisma?
Yeah, roll me a charisma check.
That is gonna
What?
be +1. I can do math. That's 18.
Ooh.
Yeah, you start to focus those sparks, and this tether forms between your hand and the goblin, and you pull that tether like a ribbon wrapped around it, and the goblin spins around, and it turns into another vampire who then just kind of like and falls over unconscious.
All right, that worked. And then I take a casual step over the body and I use my channel divinity, Radiance of the Dawn.
Yes. I love light cleric so much.
What
Me
does that
too.
one do?
So I'm going to present my holy symbol. And I get to dispel magical darkness, but my daylight's already handling that. And each hostile creature within 30 feet of me makes a con saving throw, and they'll take radiant damage equal to 2d10 plus 5. On a failed save, on a
Nice.
success, they'll take half. So I'll roll the 2d10 right now.
Okay.
Mess them up, Allie.
That's pretty fun. Okay, so that's going to be 21 radiant damage to all baddies within 30 feet of me, or half on a save, which my save, if I recall, is a 16.
Can roll a couple of these.
Nice.
Okay. Wow. Okay. A lot of low rolls.
More like
Okay.
daylight
Pick
carving
someone,
Trevor.
time, am I right? Sorry.
Daylight slaying time.
That's a better one.
That's a
That
good
is
one.
really
That's
good.
good. That's real good.
Two of them passed. The rest failed.
All right. So then, yeah, so 21 to the ones that failed, and then half of that, I think I don't remember how you round,
Down.
to the ones that saved. Round down. So then 10 points to the ones that saved
Okay.
of radiant.
Okay. All of the Strides are just hissing right now, and the dragon's even just like, oh, come on, man, like I just got out of the vampire form, like what's going on? I guess he kind of has a weird Owen Wilson way of talking. I don't know.
Yeah.
And okay, that was your action, your bonus action. You good where you are?
Yeah, I'm gonna still kind of casually be in front of Bandy, just that way the attention's more on me with my handy dandy protection spell on me.
Handy dandy. Okay. Well, before the bad things go, Gar, roll me a D3.
Is
Someone has
that a
purchased
thing?
a magic item.
Oh, you're gonna get a toy.
I'm gonna
And
roll
we're
a
gonna see
D4
what
and I'll
shows
just
up.
ignore the 4 like
Yep.
Mars did.
Yeah. So
And
just
I
make
got
sure
a
you roll a
4.
4.
Yeah.
So hold
Yep.
on.
There you
Yep.
go.
And then
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll
Good job.
another 4, right? No.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
I got a 2 though.
Ah, same thing I did.
Okay, roll a D100.
Okay. 43. It was almost
43.
the answer.
A staff suddenly appears in your hands.
Oh, that's not like an additional staff.
Yes, an additional staff.
You're now
Or
Gandalfing
the
it up.
staff you had turns
I'm
into
now-
this.
And
you-
now I've got a half staff now.
there we go. You now have a staff of power.
Oh, oh, that's big.
That was a bad idea.
That was the best idea.
Okay.
That was the best idea. That was so good.
This is not
Uh,
something he should have.
Let's go.
Yeah, I think we can trust you with an item like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. You seem like the type who would use that wisely.
Yeah, it's probably fine. It's probably
Yeah, it's fine.
fine.
Make sure you break it before we end the game.
No, he needs it. He's got a big job tomorrow. He'll be
Oh
fine.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. That's true. That's true.
Make the job go real well.
The white dragon is going to rear back and get into a position to hit all of you with a cold breath weapon.
Yeah.
I need everyone to make me Constitution saving throws.
Okay. Remember, we still have a couple inspiration.
I'm gonna use
True.
one because I only rolled a 2.
I
I
am
rolled
gonna.
a 2.
I'm also going to use my reactive
Perhaps Adi
resistance.
could use some inspiration.
And all of a
surrounded
sudden,
by all
Idovan
these
just
odd
kind
idle
of
champions.
his reddish brown skin gets a little preemptively frosty as
Ooh.
I am going to give myself resistance to cold damage.
There you
Shit.
go. Nice.
You said it was
I'm
con.
not gonna use the last inspiration. I'll take. I got.
Take
like
it,
a-
man.
Dang
Take
it.
You sure?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dragon
That
breath
is better.
weapon is nothing to sneeze at.
I've got a 15 instead of a 4.
That is also
16.
what I
Okay.
got. Oh, nice.
Great.
I got an
Uh,
11.
Got an 11.
Mm-mm.
Okay. And Idovan, what'd you get?
A 15.
15. Okay. So everyone who failed is going to take 15 points of cold damage, and
What's
so I was getting to that. I realized that's it. Everyone passed except for Bandy. So Bandy, you are going to take 30 points of cold damage.
Oh, the 15's already halved. Okay.
Ah.
And then
Ooh.
I'm going to have it again because of my
Ouchie.
resistance. So I will
Ouchie.
take 7.
That was a chilly reception.
Really gave you the cold shoulder.
And then after it does that, something happens to it. And it and now a space clown is standing there with a ray gun.
Oh,
Not
no.
better.
And
Not better.
No.
I was fighting that dragon. What are you doing? It'll
Horrors
Idovan
beyond
looks
horrors.
is disappointed.
Okay. We're gonna drop down to Bandy. Bandy, what are you gonna do?
Just a tiny, just really cold. Just pissed
Okay.
myself just a little bit. Just really cold though. But it's oh, that's actually warmer. Okay. Because that was like half of me.
Ooh.
We got another
uh,
inspiration out there if we need it.
Hey.
So
I will say use them
Awesome.
soon because we are
Thank
getting
you.
towards the end of that time.
yeah.
Mm.
Oh man.
Um, How are generally speaking, rough arrangement of all of the enemies in the room? Like,
However you
Are
want them
they-
to be, honestly.
can I want to move a little off to the side and line them all up.
Sure, let's do it.
Lightning bolt.
Yes. Yes.
yes.
Yeah. Just
Bring the pain.
this thing. Yep.
For-
and
for-
just straight out of the top of the staff of power, just lightning.
So for ease of
Blasting.
time, I gave them all one roll collectively, and I rolled a 5 on the die.
Yes.
Nice.
Fry 'em up.
Roll me some
Uh,
damage.
That's gonna be 10d6. Hold on.
Yeah.
45.
Okay.
That's more than my whole health bar.
And mine.
A couple of the creatures suddenly and turn into vampires and collapse. We've got about 4 other creatures in here now. After this lightning bolt shot out of the staff of power.
And I'm just to the one that was did the one that was the white dragon, did it die?
Yeah, it went down. The space clown
Okay. Space-
turned back into a vampire and fell.
Okay. Is there
Mhm.
still another fraud von Zarovich?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Chopper. You know what to do, buddy.
Yeah.
And he's just gonna run up and sick balls again.
Do it.
It's
That's no 6. So he didn't do very well.
Okay.
Chopper, we got to work on this later.
He just doesn't want to bite down on undead flesh. Like that's got to taste
That's his
horrible.
job.
Okay. Because of time, I'm going to have something happen here. The elevator dings and the doors open, and out steps Mordekainen. And
I know
Oh,
this.
hi, Morden Candy.
Inspiration
Oh
for
my
our
God.
Dobbin.
holds out his hands,
Mars.
pulls on these
2 more wild
multiversal
magics for
sparks
whoever you
and
want.
twists, and all of the creatures in the room turn back into vampires and drop
God.
down.
This guy's gonna hate me. My song disses him. This would be like if
doesn't need to
Garwar
know.
met Volo.
He doesn't
Oh,
need to know.
no.
He doesn't need to know.
Well, wouldn't mind at all.
He does when he sees you, Mars. He does give you like a raised brow.
Hey,
Mr.
And
Mr.
I didn't
Sir,
write it.
And
Thank
he
you.
walks over to all of you and says, seem to be the glitches that followed me through.
What did you call me?
You are mortal, but fine. It's nothing against you. There's just something off about each of you.
Oh
looked-
yeah, buddy,
I
I'm
mean,
aware.
rude, but it's okay. I'm cool with rude.
And
we hang out sometime.
he says we should talk somewhere more comfortable, and he waves his hand again, and there is this time a soft transition. Things around you blur and then refocus, and you're standing in the hidden room of Fine Spirits. You can actually see out the window of it. It's a very bad hidden room. There's a window in here. You can see Waterdeep outside, and he says, apologies, I sometimes use this space in order to transport into infinities when I need a shortcut in, and it seems that you all followed me somehow.
You left the door practically open. I could see it from across
That's
the
not
room.
what I mean. There's something off about each of you in a odd way. And he starts to look at each of you. You can tell there's things moving in his eyes in a magical way that is scanning you in a fashion. And he says, oh, that's very interesting.
Why, thank you.
Thank you.
Each of you have encountered someone and don't remember them.
I think I would
That's-
remember that.
That's pretty common.
Each of you can do something a little bit more than what an adventurer of your status should be able to do. And you traded something for that, and you don't know that you made that trade.
Oh, I don't
I mean,
like unknown deals.
Seems like a
You
good
knew it
trade.
at the time, and you agreed to it.
I
But
mean,
just so all of you know, none of your
This is
souls
for Garen
belong
Wall.
to you anymore.
Ooh.
Oh well, that's problematic.
You're still
I mean, well, yeah.
you're still
but I mean, I know
connected
about
to
that.
them, and I know someone who does something like this, but this is not her style.
Oh, well, what do you know? What?
I know of someone who uses souls in order to connect universes. At least she used to. She doesn't do that as much anymore. But this is a similar thing, but it's different. It's kind
How
of
does this help
sloppily
us-
done.
How does this help us get back to where we are going to? Because I
You're
have
back.
cheese to deliver.
You're back. Don't worry. You're back
I-
on
I don't-
Toril. You're
I
back
don't
in
wanna go
back.
Waterdeep.
I don't want to go back. I'm good. I'm good. All good.
Okay. So I will say this here. Cassius 335 said an interesting thing in the chat.
Mhm.
Oh, we are at $150 now, folks.
Thank
Thank
you.
you so much. I
Hey.
apologize if we're not able to get to the
Thank
things
you.
that you donated for. We are running out of time. But because we got to 150, I am going to allow one of you a wish. And what
Roll
I'm
a
gonna-
d4.
So I'm gonna roll a d4, and we're gonna see who gets this wish. That's actually really funny. So you Mars, you say you don't want to go back?
I did say that, didn't I?
Mm-hmm.
And Mordekainen looks at you and cocks a brow and says, "Do you wish that?"
Oh, buddy.
This is for Lauren.
Yeah.
You suddenly feel home. You feel that same thing that when you walk through the door that you have you've come to where you need to be. You've come to where you're comfortable.
You've come
This
where
is for
everybody knows your
Mars.
name.
Yeah.
Cheers.
All right, well, Mars is now officially in my world forever.
We have a
Nice.
very important question
Hell
in
yeah.
chat. Is
Yep.
the show now called Jacques' Guiding Hand?
Well,
Oh.
see, that's the interesting thing is we got to figure out what happened to that Jacques.
This is going to be really hard to explain to Lyra.
It's too late now. You made the wish.
But Mordekainen tilts his head to that and says, "Very well. But I do suggest that all of you keep this in mind moving forward. I don't know if you specifically investigating what happened would be the best for you, because I'm not even sure quite what this this power is that took these souls from you. But you are back. You have things to do. You should go about it. You can stay here in this room with me and share a drink, though I'm not much for conversation."
I am.
I'm gonna look out the window. What time of day is it?
It's nighttime still.
Okay.
But unfortunately, this is where we are going to wrap things up.
Before we go,
Yep.
who gets those 2 last wild magic rolls? Because
Oh, was
yeah.
it wild magic? I didn't
There's
see.
2, like the wonderful
There were a
evil
couple,
Emperor
yeah.
Zurg just dropped a bunch of inspiration on people, but also I saw that there was 2 wild magic rolls for whoever from Secret 30K.
Okay, here we go.
And I
Let's see.
banked my inspiration for the next time I play Bandy. So
Banking it.
Is that how that works?
it is now.
Mars,
We could do that.
And
roll
that's Staff
me
of Power.
a D100. And Allie, roll
Mars
me a
is-
D100.
First.
Mars is about to have a wild magic surge and suddenly regret being in Faerun.
My wonderful fiance just reminded me that today was actually our anniversary.
9.
65.
65. Mars, you grow a set of rabbit ears.
What?
They give you advantage on all perception rolls for listening. You also triple your jump height.
What?
They both go for about an hour.
Okay, it's
Allie,
not permanent. Okay.
Allie, what'd you get?
A 9.
A 9.
What, you didn't want to be a heron gun all of a sudden?
No.
I don't know. I could get used to it.
Allie, Artie suddenly ages 6 years.
Ooh.
What's 6 years? I'm an elf.
Yep.
I'm already 350. It's fine.
Didn't even notice.
All right, we're gonna wrap things up. We're gonna do outro. I have been your DM, Trevor Bettis. I'm writer of Isle Champions: The Forgotten Realms. You can check out Infinities in one of the adventures of Light of Xerixis. I think it's in the 6th node, and see all the wacky things that happen there. They also are looking for Mordekainen, but that might not go that well for them. And now I'm gonna popcorn over to Allie.
Hi, I'm Allie. I'm currently not doing any of my fun projects, but that may change in the future. We'll find out. Keep your ears to the ground, so to speak. But you'll find me on Twitter at AllieBug321, at Blue Sky, and wherever else. I'll keep the same handle. It'll be easy for y'all. Lauren, you're up next.
Hi, I'm Lauren Urban. You can find me tomorrow on the Eldorado Entertainment channel playing Orkira, trying to save that multiverse because that's just her lot in life. And on Tuesday, I'll be on the Demiplane RPG channel playing a druid named Neb, who is almost as chaotic as Idovan on Children of Erte. So come by those two places and also watch Garwar.
Hi. Yes. I stream here on Twitch, Twitch TV/Garwar, spelled like it sounds. You can find me and my beard there most days. I also stream on the C&E Games channel, playing the Idle Champions and explaining things for everybody because I make guides for that.
Good
if you
guides.
Play Idle Champions.
He's got a guide
I've
for
got
that.
over
He's the guy for
140
that.
actively updated guides for the game over on the subreddit. So hit him up. And Mars, who is
Why,
no,
thank
sorry,
you,
Jacques.
Bernard.
Jacques.
Okay. Hi everyone, it's me, Jacques All Trades. Yeah, I'm here now. This is very strange, but not the weirdest thing. Anyway, I guess you can find me just whenever you need a friend. I'll be there. And I played the character of Mars, who is a streamer and power tester for Codename Entertainment. And you can, whatever that means, you can find him on the C&E Games Twitch channel at 8 a.m. Pacific time, Tuesdays through Fridays.
I love that from now on, anytime Mars
Feels
plays in
really
one of my
weird.
game, he can play himself. That is going to do it for Infinities on the Go. Thank you all so much for joining. Thank you for donating. You all are fantastic. You are great people, and I hope you continue to donate for Dungeon Scrawlers Extra Life. But that's going to do it for this show. So until next time, take care of yourself. Bye.
Pick up your gear and open your chests. Throw on your armor and head out on a quest. Hey, hey. It's a brand new day. On the Sword Coast, your allies will help with blades and bows and magic as well. Hey, hey. Heroes on their way. Fighting together against overwhelming odds. Fighting together in favor of multiple gods. Idle champions of the forgotten realms. Idle champions, adventure never